Hi, lovely people. So, exercise for the over 60s, weight bearing, muscle mass, anything resistance work is what you need more than any other decade. I don't know how much I can really drum that into you, but if you're listening to this and you're in your 40s or your 50s, start as early as you can because it's always easier if you've started early. And really, we should be starting in our 20s or our 30s. However, if you are new to exercise and you're in your 60s, we're going to do a little warm up and then I'm going to give you various options of different levels. Because really, in my world, it shouldn't make a huge difference because if you've got good posture, you've got good posture regardless of any age. And the most important thing you can do before you start lifting heavy weights is to do some Pilates. I have an online course. It's going to be available really, really soon. The basic principles of Shakti Pilates, which is really focused on some of the core principles of Pilates. And you need to understand that. If you've done any other discipline that is a discipline, you will know about posture. But if you haven't, you really must make sure that you really think about your alignment in everything that you're doing. Cannot stress that enough. So let's just begin today by holding a chair. If you need balance, and you're going to lift your leg up and out to the side and behind you. I lost my balance there. Up, and there's nothing wrong with losing your balance because I'm going to be practicing my balance here. I'm going to take my leg all the way round. So up. Now, for some of you, you might need to practice balance separately, but this is a really, really good exercise. And I get my clients, if they're fit and able, to try to do this mobilizing exercise without holding onto a chair. But if you need to, please do that and focus more on mobilizing your hip joint. And what you're doing is you're bringing synovial fluid into that joint. It's like that oiling the joint because we all need to work our hips as we get older. So I'm pretending I'm holding a chair here. If you want to put your hands on your hips, if that's easier for you, or take your arms out to the side, will give you a little more stability. Up. It's also great for your ankles if you're working on your balance. That's it. Good. Up. Seem to be a bit shaky today. I have been to the gym earlier for half an hour because it's my new thing because I realised that having taught Pilates for the last sort of 27, 28 years, and prior to that, about 10 years teaching fitness and aerobics and body conditioning. Of course, the gyms have all changed now. Everything's different. So I've just started going back to the gym and then just have a rest. But that was strengthening your ankles as well. Just give your hips a little circle. And then we can just get the pulse rate up a little, pin one knee and then the other. Now, think about how you're transitioning from one foot to the other. So, in other words, you don't want to be wiggling those hips. Stand nice and tall. Maybe just engaging those deep tummy muscles. I say maybe. I don't always teach that to my students because I teach them how to engage their deep abdominals through the breath and through good alignment. But just in case your posture's not good, please make sure your back is as upright and straight as possible. And then if you want to add a little more intensity to it, you can tap one hand onto the opposite knee from above. Now, this also works on the right and left brain hemispheres of the right and left hemispheres of the brain. So it's really good for connecting into your yin and your yang, your masculine and your feminine side, your creative side, and your analytical side. And then you can also think about maybe punching the ceiling. Punch and punch. 5 and 4 and 3. See if you can do this without wobbling. 2 and 1 and have a good shake. So hopefully that's got your breath up a little bit. It's got my breath up a little bit. And we're going to go into some RDLs. RDLs are something that didn't exist when I was doing personal training, and they seem to be all the rage now to work the hamstrings and the glutes. And it's basically RDL is short for Romanian deadlift. So let's show you without weights first, because beginners, the most important thing about this one is that you hinge from your hip and keep your back straight. So I'm going to bend my knees. I'm going to push my sit bones behind me. So I want to stick my butt out as far as I can and slide my hands down my thighs and then come up. So I'm pushing my butt behind me. I'm sliding my hands down my thighs. Now I'm quite tight in my hip flexors. I would love to be able to lift my butt a little bit higher, but hopefully with practice I will get there. Like I said, these are all new to me. All this is new to me. And then coming up. Now, if you want to add weights to this, I'm working my 8 kilogram weights. You can get some lighter 2 kilogram weights, whatever works for you. And just have a go now. Stick your butt out and you're going to slide your hands down your thighs, down to about the shins. Now I can feel it a little bit. So push the butt out, your hands slide down the thighs and standing up. Now let's try going down to about the shin and then not coming all the way up and push out again. And not coming all the way up. Push the butt out. Good. So I'm going to inhale down. Keep that back straight. Now, if you can't keep your back straight, please do this with lighter weights. Stick your butt out. You don't want a big hollow in the back. You want your back nice and long. There should be no pain in the back at all. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Let's do 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Lovely. Now I'm going to pop my weights down. I'm going to take some lighter weights. So let's get the 6 kilograms. Get whatever works for you, whether it's 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever works for you. Let's go into some hammer biceps. So I'm going to do one at a time. Now I recommend that if you've got 2 or 3 kilograms, you can probably do both at the same time. Once I go over about 5 kilograms, I have chosen to do single arms one at a time so that I have a little more rest in between each one. And again, I'm going to exhale as I lift, keeping my back nice and straight. Really, you should not be doing these if you are humped over. I really would not do these. I would work on a few other exercises and stretches that I will show you in another video. In fact, what I'll do, I'll put a link in the comments to a video that I shall do tomorrow. And I think we'll say that you need to be able to do the exercises and get your back straight before you start doing these. So exhale to lift, elbows stay in. Do one more. Keep going if you can do a few more, or you can always grab some lighter weights and just do a few more. If you didn't manage to do your heavy weights, you can always finish your set with some lighter weights rather than just do 3 or 4 and then stop. Okay, now my real favorite is the RDL with a single leg. So I'm going to take my weights again, and this time I'm going to have one foot in front with the other foot behind. The heel is off the floor, so I've just got that back leg sort of balanced behind me, but I'm going to let the weights now drop down either side of the front leg and come up. So I'll just show you from a distance, sticking out the butt and coming to standing. Stick the butt out. And again, I'm not going to come all the way up. I'm going down to the lower part of my shin, and I'm really pushing into my heel. Most important is the back stays straight. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. Now, I tend to really only feel it when I do the single leg. I don't feel a lot. So that Pilates over so many years, clearly stronger than I think I am. But I can certainly feel this when I do single leg. Now, for some of you, you might just want to do the double leg again, without weights even. Give you one more. Have a shake. Oh, I like it. I like it when I can feel it. Other side. So the other foot is kind of just out the way. I'm sliding my arms down either side of that front leg. Now, one thing you do want to look for is that your knee, if you're doing the single leg or the double leg, is that the knee is pointing over towards the second toe. So you don't want the knee rolling in any shape or form. You want to have really good alignment. I cannot stress enough, you over 60s, do some Pilates. Please come and do some Pilates online with me. Find a teacher, find a studio, find a good one. There's a lot of really crap Pilates out there at the moment. Promise you, Pilates is losing its essence, which is very sad. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. That felt good. Grab your weights again. Let's take these ones and we'll do some bicep curls, bringing the knuckles up and then down. So I'm working around the whole muscle, around the fibers, keeping the shoulders over the hips. No, I forgot to do the other side, didn't I? 3 that side, 1 and 2, keeping the elbows in, and 3. Now I'm going to do alternates, and 1 and 2. And standing tall, try and keep those elbows in. See if you can feel the base of your little finger around the weight, really important. And also try not to do what I see people doing all the time in the gym, myself included. Try not to, if it's too heavy, the body starts to move forward and back. Try and keep the body as still as possible. Let me hear your breathing. I can't hear your breathing because I'm not doing this live with you. So used to saying, let me hear your breathing when I'm online with my clients. And 6 and 5 and 4. Oh my gosh, this is getting heavy. And 3. Now as it gets heavier, I need to pull my tummy in tighter. And 2. And last one each side. Now you can either rest or you can do one last set of these single leg RDLs. I'm going to go for 12, 11, stick that butt out, 10, pressing into that front heel, 9 and 8. Give all the work to that one leg. The other foot is just lightly balanced behind you. Inhale, exhale to come up. And 5 and 4. Remember to stick your butt out before you move. The butt moves out, the knee moves forwards. Let's do one more. And we'll take it straight into the other side. Unless you need a little rest, we'll go straight into the other side. Come on, guys. This is not the over 90s class. Now, this is not for beginner 60-year-olds. If you're a beginner 60-year-old, I want you to do it without weights, with both feet on the floor, like I showed you in the very first exercise. Stick your butt out, keep your back straight. Breathe. This is aerobic as well. We're getting aerobics here as well. Let's go 3 more. 1 and 2 and 3. Pop your weights down. Oh, lovely. Right, we're going to go into a roll down. Feet hip width apart. Make sure the knees are lined up with the toes. Take a breath in. Soften the knees. As you exhale, drop the head forwards. Keep the chin off the chest. You're going to roll down 1 vertebra at a time. Let the arms hang. Let the head hang. When you're hanging well, give your head a shake. Give your arms a shake. When you're hanging well, the eyes will be coiled up towards the navel. The goal here is not to touch your toes, guys. Take a breath in. Now draw the navel up into the spine as you roll up. This is not how I teach this in my Pilates classes. We would go into a lot more detail. Take a breath in, stretch, and exhale. Well done. You let me know in the comments if you enjoyed that, if you want some more. Let me know if you've done it and let me know what decade you're in. Big love. See you on the next video. Bye for